of again up to three to. Hello YouTube, and thank you for checking out my video. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing, disassembly, and of course a sound test of the Keychron Q3 Pro TKL. This is their special edition with this giant knob on the left side and these 4 macro keys. Now this is a feature packed keyboard from Keychron. It comes with Bluetooth wireless function. You can pair this up to 3 different devices and switch them with the function 1, 2, and 3 keys. Very convenient to do. This is also VIA compatible, which in my opinion, VIA is the best keyboard customization software that's out there right now. I think every keyboard should have VIA compatible. That's just my opinion. These also are 5-pin hot swap. Now one thing to know is that the macro keys are soldered on there, but we'll get to that. On this channel, what I like to do is I will show you an unboxing of the keyboard, then I will go ahead and disassemble the keyboard to show you what's on the inside and how to basically how to take it apart and put it back together. Then I will add my own switches and keycaps, such as what I have here, and then we'll do a sound test. And at the end, I will give you my final thoughts and my final review. I've had this keyboard for 2 weeks now. I've been using it every day for work and for gaming. Therefore, I have a pretty good idea of what I think about this keyboard. Before we start, if you end up liking this video, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow. And with all that being said, let's get to the unboxing. We are greeted with a quick start guide right away. I like the fact that Keychron gives you this. It's a nice little overview of how the keyboard works, so keep it in a safe place. Let's take a look at the inside. Here's the keyboard, and then we have our braided USB-C cable to USB-C. Comes with an adapter, some extra screws and gaskets and feet for the keyboard. Screwdrivers, Allen wrench, and a switch puller. And then we have our keycaps puller. Not the greatest, but hey, it's included in the package. We have our user guide, always nice to have. And then we have our little warning. Make sure switch pins are straight before inserting. Good to know, Keychron. Thank you. First impression of the keyboard when I take it out of the box is the weight. Definitely has that premium heft feel to it. When you have this keyboard in your hand, you can feel the quality that Keychron has provided. Now, the knobs and these macro keys, I gotta say, straight out of the box, not impressed. I like this little design in the back of this keyboard, kind of cool. Nice little rubber feet. And I like the screws that they use. On top of the keyboard, we have our USB-C port. We have our Windows Mac switch. And then we have our off Bluetooth and cable switch. I like the fact that you can actually turn this keyboard off if you don't want to use it. Nice option. So underneath these macro keys, Keychron has decided to use these low profile brown switch that are actually soldered on there and not hot swappable. But you know, I guess it's just macro keys. Not a big deal. Let's get to the disassembly of the Keychron Q3 Pro. Let's start the disassembling process. First thing we're going to do is unplug the battery from the PCB. So let's take a look at the bottom here. you have this really thin case foam, and then you have this really thin piece of film. Other than that, there's really not much room to put anything else in that bottom case. The battery is it's actually on there pretty firm. I tried to pull it out, but I didn't want to risk any damage. So next up is unplugging the daughter board from the PCB. There is one screw there that's in between the plate and the case. Go ahead and remove that. Then you can take the PCB out and then go ahead and unscrew the I believe that's the Bluetooth module for the PCB. Go ahead and unscrew that from the case. Next up, we're going to unscrew the plate from the PCB to further examine the product. The plate that is on this keyboard is a polycarbonate plate. It's a very flexible feel to it, and I think it'll definitely give a really nice thought to this board. Disassembly Keychron gives you a pretty nice PCB foam. I believe these are Keychron's own house brand screw-in stabilizers. I'm going to go ahead and take apart the spacebar one just to take a closer look. Looks like they're pre-lubed from the factory, but well, we'll take a look. As you can tell from this close-up shot, they are factory lubed. These macro switch are solder on and unfortunately are not hot swappable. Putting this keyboard back together is just as easy as taking it apart. Put the plate foam back on, put the plate back on, screw it back in. Keychron really make this entire process pretty painless and pretty easy. And of course, let's not forget the RGB on this keyboard. It's very cool. These are cherry profile keycaps. I believe they're called Hammerhead that I got from Amazon. For this build, I have decided to go with these Akko Starfish linear switch. Let's finish this keyboard and let's get to the sound test. So, what are my thoughts and view on the Keychron Q3 Pro Special Edition? Let's start with the positives. I really like the connectivity of this keyboard. The Bluetooth switching is seamless, it's fast, and I just don't have any complaints about that. Once you have it all paired up, and it's just super easy to use. All the keys on this keyboard, including the knob and obviously the 4 macro buttons, are designed for you to customize within the VS software, which if you haven't used that software, it is super easy to use. Highly encourage you to check it out. I feel like Keychron designed this keyboard with customization in mind. As you saw in the disassembly part, the screws in the back are definitely heavier duty and they are designed for multiple take aparts, I should say. Not sure if that's a word, but anyway, you can take it apart many times with those screws, and they are very sturdy. They are heavy duty, really nothing to worry about. But let's go on to my first negative. With that being said about the customization, the bottom of the keyboard, as you saw in its assembly, is very shallow. There's not a whole lot of space there for you to put other type of material that you like to use. I guess you could put some different kind of materials in there, maybe foam, I don't know. Whatever that, in this hobby, it's all about personal preference, so whatever you prefer. But the bottom case is pretty shallow. Now, the 4 macro keys are cool to have. You can program to whatever you like to do, basically. But they are solder on, not hot swappable, and they use the low profile keycaps. Plus, I just don't understand, why do they have to make this left side so big? It takes up a lot of space on the left side of the desk. Now, I put my number pad on the left side, so this is kind of a con for me. Now, if you're someone that just uses if you're someone like most people uses the number pad on the right side, then I guess that's not a big issue. But for me, that's a kind of a con, just because it just sticks out so far on the left side of the keyboard. Should you buy the Keychron Q3 Pro TKL? Now, when I bought this keyboard at the time of this recording, which is, we're still in, I would say, just beginning of quarter number 2 in 2024, I got this from Divinity, which has free shipping, for $155 for the bare bone kit. Now, at this price point, it is pretty hard to find another keyboard that offers what it offers. I'm talking about the 5-pin hot swappability, the VIA compatibility, and I'm also talking about the Bluetooth wireless function. Now, the macro keys and the knob, that's a subjective opinion. Personally, I think they're a little too big, but you may find them to be just great, perfect for you. If you like this layout and you like the macro keys and the knob on the left side, this is a fantastic product from Keychron, especially right now for the bare bone kit for $155 on Divinity. This is a no-brainer. As for me, this would probably just stay on the display shelf, simply because the left side is just too big for me to use my number pad comfortably. But that doesn't take away how good and how much quality is packed into this product. I want to thank you for watching this video. Once again, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, help my channel grow, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Thank you all, and have a great rest of your day.